Hello again everyone, Age of Dune here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. This one, I'm spectating a game with a few of the changes that have recently happened, pretty much highlighting them. One of the big changes is this pair right here. I mean, he technically hasn't changed. He's still TSM. But this guy right here... No. Alright, good enough. Alright, yeah, this guy right here. This is, used to be a C9 Gleeb at the time of this recording, which was 10 days ago. But he recently joined TSM in xPecial's spot. So I wanted to get a game with WildTurtle and Gleeb just to see how well they work together. Because I'd heard they actually have really good synergy. So I'll probably be hanging at least a decent amount down here, but it will be as well a fairly normal shoutcast as well. Eventually I'll probably do a single or duo player shoutcast with just them. But my schedule's kind of locked, so I won't be able to do that for at least a little while. But already they are doing a lot of damage to this Fabby xPecial lane. And that's one thing about them that I really like. From what I understand, they are doing incredible amounts of duo queuing together, which is awesome to me. I mean, that is one of the big reasons that apparently, from what I understand, that's one of the reasons that xPecial ended up leaving, or getting kicked or whatever, because they just never did any, and they didn't do a queue. I think they said that xPecial didn't want to do a queue with WildTurtle, which to me seems ridiculously important. When you're trying to get yourself a team, you know, you're trying to do well in the LCS and everything, you need to be able to practice together with the guy you're going to be playing with. And apparently that is pretty much what TSM said. So that's a big reason that they went ahead and ditched him. It looks like there's a gank going in here on Aurelia, though. Also, stuff happening down there. Nice engage there. Lee forced to flash out, but Dyrus gets that kill, flashes out, and he gets first blood. WildTurtle, from the looks of it, was forced back, but did not go down. He got hit there by the Draven thing, slowed him down, but it's not really going to matter too much. The flash from Draven, nice heal from WildTurtle, though. Flash comes out as well from xPecial, but it's a little too late. And that means that WildTurtle is going to get out of this one, but does mean these guys are going to have a little bit of free farm. In the meantime, though, these guys are getting a decent amount of damage up top, so I would definitely say it's pretty much worth it. It's going to make things a little more difficult for them down in the bot lane, but we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, this is 10 days ago, like I said, so I mean, they from the looks of their match history, it definitely does look like they had a lot of games in this time period. So I don't know how many games have had since then. I would imagine that their synergy together has only gone up since this game. But either way, I think it's kind of cool just seeing how their synergy is in this game, you know? And I want to see how well they work together. In large part because, as a lot of people know, you know, TSM is one of my favorite teams, or my favorite team. And I want to see them do well. So with these changes going on, I want to see them work, you know? I think they will, honestly. I really hope so. From what I've heard, like I said, the synergy between these two is just amazing. And that's what I'm hoping. They've apparently been friends for a really long time. So, and on the other hand, it's kind of interesting seeing xPecial here. Oh man. Oh man. I don't think she knows he's here. She's about to have a bad time. Oh, in he goes. The stun comes out from Xerath, and she just melts. She had no idea, but they sure did. Yeah, that was great. Very nicely played by them. Alright, so up in the top lane, we do have Dyrus playing Ryze. He's going to be, or is against, the Aurelia, played by Astro. Aurelia is actually a pretty common pick at the moment again. Which is funny because for a while, you know, everybody was going on, oh, Aurelia sucks, she's been nerfed all bad. And, well, she did get a buff. I will say she got a buff. Nice dodge by xPecial there, or miss by dodge by WildTurtle or miss by xPecial. I think it was a dodge by WildTurtle, as he did actually step forward. Ooh, good harass there from Gleeb as well. But yeah, so we do see a decent amount of her, but we also see a lot of Ryze too. Oh, and nope, I thought there was going to be another gank, but there's not. Alright, mid lane, we've got Syndra, played by Seppeku AW, and he's going to be against Big Fat LP, playing Xerath. Action happening there. Nice flash from Gleeb, makes him get out of that with no problem. The only problem is WildTurtle was a little out of position, but nothing too bad. He was able to go ahead and get out of that without too much trouble at all. Alright. Looks like Lee Sin did come in for a gank, didn't end up happening. Alright, down to the bot lane, as we've already mentioned, we've got the notorious Fabi playing on Draven, which is one of his favorite champions. He is against the deadly WildTurtle, who is playing Corki, which is kind of interesting. I haven't seen very much Corki recently. So it's kind of cool to see that. It's one who is at least somewhat regarded to be a somewhat underpowered, although considerably less so than he used to be. And of course we've got the supports, xPecial and Gleeb Glarbu, who by the way is now Gleeb. He has actually changed his name fully to Gleeb. Oh, in goes the Lee Sin, and she's in a world of trouble here. Lee Sin does get stunned though, and he's able to jump to the Xerath. He still goes down to the burn there from Syndra, however. And that means that they are going to get that kill. Elise was forced to flash out, though, because the bot lane actually responded. Fabi came over to do stuff. Nice bind from xPecial there. Doing a lot of damage to WildTurtle, but Karma was there to help him out with the little shield. And that's pretty much exactly what you got to do as a support. Be there for your allies. Super important. But yeah, he's Gleeb now. Actually, I believe he's TSM Gleeb is what he is. Apparently, a lot of people found Gleeb Glarbu hard to say, or hard to spell or something. I'm not sure why. But apparently a lot of people did. And I know he got a comment on a Reddit AMA from Macanoon saying, hey, make your name more Macanoon special. So he'd already said he was going to, and yeah, he did. It is now TSM Gleeb, and yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright, so finally we've got the junglers. Oh, another binding landing there from xPecial. Nice binding indeed. But they are forced back from the tower for now, and it looks like Aurelia's having a bit of trouble here. Dyrus is deadly, man. Watch out for Dyrus. Alright, while we're waiting for the... Actually, no. This is about to happen. I was about to say I will go for that. Oh, nice binding there. Bouncy, bouncy, and she just about dies there. One more Q would have done it. But he made sure that he didn't die to the tower. So, that Q did not come out. There is pings coming out on Dyrus. Oh, he flashes, insta-kills her, and is gonna get out of this. Nicely played by Dyrus. I like that a lot. He just flash insta-W'd her, and that finished her up. Oh, in comes the Draven ulti. Is it going to hit? I don't believe so. I think it's going to be just off. Oh, it does hit, but he's able to get out. He had just enough health that he was actually able to survive that. He was watching. If he hadn't been paying attention, it actually probably would have killed him, because he wouldn't have moved, and the backswing would have killed him. But it's Dyrus. He was paying attention. All right, finally, we've got the junglers. Sia is playing Elise, and To Hell is back, playing the Lee Sin. All right. Xerath on his way back mid. These guys are actually getting a decent amount of damage on the tower here. WildTurtle's going to be forced back. If he sticks around too far, he's going to die. He may end up dying here. Nice pop of the heal, though. And that, of course, gets him that speed, so he's going to be able to get out of this. Oh, the Dark Binding from xPecial means nope. There is no escape for the WildTurtle. Nice flash Dark Binding there from xPecial. In goes Lee Sin, though, going in on xPecial, and actually kicks her away from himself. I can't say I blame him, but in comes the Xerath, down goes xPecial. Out comes the Q from Lee Sin. That's a follow through. That is a dead Fabi. But yeah, there's a good kick there because he saw that she laid down the ulti. And of course, oh, nice shield. That was an amazing shield there. Shielding that Xerath, making sure he survives. The Lee's gonna die when she comes back down. Down she goes indeed. Goes to Xerath actually. And now Gleeb Glarbu is going in onto the Syndra. Syndra does manage to finish off Lee Sin. But of course, Gleeb Glarbu is a little too dangerous. He's trying his best to give the kill to Xerath, but he's forced to give it over because he does not want her to escape. Not at all. And they take down a nice pink ward to kind of just sweeten the deal a little bit. Yes. Alright, so Dyrus, of course, pushing top again. He's actually doing pretty well. 69, and he's 2-0 versus a 0-2. With 33 CS. So he's definitely bullying her like crazy. And honestly, that's not surprising. Given the fact that it's Aurelia. I mean, Aurelia is really nasty, but of course, if she goes in on him, he can root her. As soon as he roots her, she's kind of stuck. And the fact that she's melee means that he's able to get a ridiculous amount of harass on her, and there's really nothing she could do to stop it. And that's pretty much what we've seen here. Or that's pretty much what we would have seen had we been up here. That anytime she comes in for CS, she has to get into melee range, and that means she's going to be taking damage. Looks like they are setting up down here for a bit of a gank from Lee Sin. Slowly but surely. Fabi's actually pushing this, And they're going to try to get this tower, but they don't realize... Ooh, the binding misses. There we go. Going into the tower. Out goes Gleeb. Will land the stun onto Fabi. Fabi does get stunned. In comes the Lee Sin just in time. Manages to land the shield there, I believe, and save. Nice kick. Means that xPecial is back in danger range. And he ends up going down there. So that was a really good gank there. I thought for a second he came in a little too late. But he actually came in at just the right time to land that shield, save the life. And then just kind of do his thing and destroy them. We've got Cinder coming up for a gank here onto Dyrus. Dyrus says, fine, I'm going to take Aurelia out. Is he going to manage it? No, he doesn't manage it. She's got entirely too much burst. But that does mean that Xerath is able to go ahead and shove this really fast to do some damage to the tower. No way is he going to be able to finish it, I believe. But he'll definitely be able to do some damage to it. I like how Dyrus knew for... He's like, I'm not going to escape this. I'm just going to do my best to take you out with me. Unfortunately for him, he was not actually able to do so. But that does actually put her somewhat back in here, as she just got a kill out of that. Only somewhat, though, as she's still 40, almost 40 CS behind. So honestly, I don't see that being nearly enough to put her back in this game. But it's definitely going to help. It will definitely help. We've got... just checking for a ward. Okay, that's what's going on there. And, of course, down in the bot lane, we've got these guys coming back together. This tower is going to go down soon. I cannot see it surviving this wave. And in fact, it does not. But that's okay, because these guys are going to be able to farm this up, and these guys are going to have to be a lot more cautious now. Oh, going back on a ward. So if Lee Sin goes for this, it looks like he is. He's going to jump to a ward and go in. There we go, goes in. Out comes the speed boost there from Karma. She got hit by a Dark Binding, though, and that means this does not end up going all that well for them. Was there a flash there? There was a flash from Xerath? It was not a flash down bottom. No, what happened with Xerath? Why did Xerath flash? Oh, flashes to land the Q, but he does not land the Q. That's unfortunate. He charged it up, though, so he could get the maximum range, and then, unfortunately, she was just slightly out of that range. So, the Q did not land. We've got a gank coming in here on Dyrus again, who again says, fine, I'm going to try to finish her off. He does manage to finish her off this time, so that ends up being a 1-for-1 gank, and that is huge, considering the fact that these guys are going for Dragon. Oh, I tried to steal it with the ult. He doesn't manage to, but it was a good try. But yeah, trading 1-for-1 on kills top and losing a dragon to do it, really, definitely not worth it. And that's exactly what the red team should have done. They knew that there was no way they were going to be able to get there, obviously. But with the jungler occupied, there was really nothing that the blue team was going to be able to do to stop them from getting this dragon. And they did exactly that. They got the dragon, and they were able to get out of that with no problem. Looks like WildTurtle forcing the no back for you from Fabi so that he doesn't get the tower. Fabi's sticking around, and WildTurtle's going to go ahead and head on out. Not much going on there. Neither of the junglers, interestingly, is a Feral Flare jungler. We've got Spirit of the Elder Lizard here on the Lee Sin, and Spirit of the Ancient Golem, of course, on the Elise. So, with everybody talking about the Feral Flare and everything, this was back when this was the strongest, I believe. And, I've noticed a lot of times in, like, Diamond Elos and stuff, you don't really see Feral Flare nearly as much. It's not to say it's completely unseen, but it's not seen as much. Ooh, man, Lee Sin setting up for a gank here on the Aurelia. I don't think she knows. If a binding comes out from Rise, she could end up going down. It looks like Lee Sin's going to hang around in this bush here. Gonna go ahead and let this clear. Get some harass here from Dyrus, and she goes in. In goes the Lee Sin, though, and he says, you're dead now. Towers going on to Dyrus. Out comes the root, and yeah, Dyrus is able to finish her off with no problem. Actually, the kill goes to Lee Sin, but that's going to be a free tower for them. Finally answering that bot lane tower kill. A little nice jump away there from Corky, making sure he doesn't get hit by the Dark Binding. Oh. It's a very slow cast time. It's pretty obvious that it's going to be there, but at the same time, it's not exactly easy to dodge, I would say. I don't know. I haven't really played against a Xerath. Oh, she's trying to do stuff. Not going to happen. Oh, the stun comes out, lands onto Elise. In comes Dyrus, though. Roots the Elise in place. Now they are all here. She's going to jump over that wall. Nice flash from Cinder. Means she does not get hit by that Xerath Q. And that means it's going to be a 1-for-0. And Dyrus goes down. xPecial and Fabi are both here to stop this. Nice stun from Xerath, though. Says, no. That's not going to happen. And in the meantime, Irelia was sort of up here just... for a second there, I thought she was freezing it, but she definitely was not, because it is not actually frozen. In fact, as soon as this wave goes, it's going to be a pretty darn big wave. She got hit by a lot there, I guess. What exactly hit her that hard? Oh, did he ulti her? No. Oh, she's under the ward. He probably did ulti her. There we go. There it goes. Ulti, ulti, ulti. Not going to be enough to finish her off, though. That doesn't really do nearly as much damage as it used to, which is, you know, one of the things they wanted to change. They wanted it to not do nearly as much damage. But it's still kind of disappointing when you use all 3 charges of your ult, and it barely does, you know, even a quarter of their health. Almost a damage, but that doesn't even make sense. WildTurtle's a little out of position here. He's getting engaged on by Fabi, and he's going to be forced to run away. He's getting all the CS he can. Out. There goes the jump, and nice. Very nice flash. He was able to dodge the ulti just by staying close to the wall. Oh, nice flash. Root there from xPecial. Doesn't end up landing, though, thanks to the really good dodge from WildTurtle. And that's actually really good for him, because he ended up trading a flash for nothing. Well, xPecial's now completely stuck. That was strange. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he kicked her away, and it just kind of lagged out on my system or something. I'm not sure. We've got Cinder going for the Lee Sin, though. Not going to happen. Lee Sin's just kind of dancing around here. By the way, they actually did take this tower, so that is good for them. It is now a 2-to-1 on towers, and we've got Karma clearing out another pink ward here. Good idea. Oh, doesn't go down yet. It still doesn't go down. Gleeb is trying his best. In goes the Xerath to try to prevent it as well. There we go. Another ward. One more hit is going to take that pink ward down, but it's not going to happen. The Cinder being here is just really, really shutting that down hard. But they know it's there. So as soon as they know it's safe, they're going to go ahead and take it down. There's really no doubt about it. Dyrus is probably going to see this one. Yeah, and he does indeed end up taking it down. I thought for a second there he was going to curve around, but thankfully he didn't and ended up going into there. So he's on his way down, not going to come around this way, so that would be a little bit dangerous. And yeah, he's just going to go do wolves. And by wolves, I mean wraiths, because Lee Sins are wolves. And Irelia's over here. She actually does, I believe. Well, she did have it frozen somewhat, but it's not completely frozen, I don't believe. It might be. I could be wrong. There we go. Karma finally got to take down that darn pink ward. And Elise immediately plants another one. He went through all that effort to finish that off, and it just goes right back down again. Fabi's in a little bit of trouble here. WildTurtle goes in hard. Out comes the flash there from Karma, but he flashes out of her stun. In comes xPecial. Going to go ahead and put the Tormented Soil down. The ult comes out from Draven. Not going to be able to finish the Karma off. And the ult does not hit on the backswing either. We do have a Lee Sin coming down, and he's just going to ward jump into the bush there. Nice dodge of that Q from xPecial. And a good dodge of that one as well. Pretty much none of their skill shots are hitting at the moment. Oh, another gank on Dyrus here. Man, they've been somewhat camping him this game. But honestly, I can't blame him. I can't blame them, as he's been kind of dominating. But there we go. Out comes another stun. And yeah, down he goes. Goes down to the Cinder. So again, his lane opponent isn't getting too fed. He's still actually got more kills than her. Only finally did he catch up to the number of deaths she has. Oh, there we go. There's an engage coming out. Out comes the Xerath ult. He manages to finish off that Draven. And now he's just doing some harass there onto xPecial. Oh, is that Q gonna hit? Yes! She dodged right into it, which is not the way you want to dodge. And he's just continuing to harass. Dragon is up in 4, and they had that timer down pat. He's just sweeping there for the wards, making sure they don't go. And now he's going to go straight for that Dragon, as expected. And there we go. Yeah, the blue team's not even close. Actually, Elise is close, but honestly, if she decided to go for this, it would probably just result in her death. She can't even jump to him. Yeah. They wisely pulled it far enough out that even if she, if she did what she did there, there's no way she could jump to it. But in the meantime, Irelia did actually respond with a tower kill. But it does put her a little extended there, and she knows it. She immediately backs off, and Dyrus just says, "Thank you for all the farm." Everybody heading back now. Nothing too huge. Yeah, Rod of Ages on Rise. I know that used to be the build, and I guess it still is. I really haven't played Rise in a very long time, so I don't really know his build anymore. I used to really enjoy him. But then I got to be level 30, and the meta for at the time was he goes mid. And I sucked at him mid. I did pretty well top, which actually means I might do well with this meta. But I really sucked at him in mid lane. So I'm kind of wondering if I might want to try picking him up again for top lane. Just because he is in the meta now, he fits really well in it, honestly. And I think it may be a good idea because I do need more top champs. We'll see what ends up happening now. I might go for it. Oh, man, Rise. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Rise and Lee Sin decided to go in on this and kill down that Elise. She's picked up by that ward, so they know exactly where she is. But Dyrus is picked up by a ward there. Oh, there we go. She goes in. He roots her. In comes Lee Sin, and she just dies. Out comes the stun from Syndra, but it was a little too late because they had a ridiculous burst. I think he used his ult for it. No, he didn't even use his ult for it. Wow. So they did all that without even using the ult. In they go on Syndra. Syndra forced to flash, but it doesn't matter. She's gonna go down. Tried to punt the Lee Sin away, but she still ended up going down. And he's just trying to go ahead and get the CS there with his ult since he still had it. In some ways, I can't say I blame him. You know, that way you use your charge, but at the same time, the way it works from what I remember anyway, if he doesn't fire them... Oh, if he doesn't fire off a single charge. Okay, so never mind. I was confused there. I thought it was if he didn't fire off all of his charges, it reduced it, but no. So yeah, he wouldn't have had to reduce things, so you might as well go ahead and use it. I mean, it would have just been a complete waste otherwise. WildTurtle finally answered with that tower down bottom. And, oh, he is going hard on Fabi here, and it looks like he's going to be able to get this. Gets the heal, and the ulti's not going to be able to hit, so he's not able to finish Fabi off, but he does force him off lane. xPecial's here to respond, and WildTurtle's a little low on health thanks to that tower dive. He's backing off anyway, though, which is good, because Syndra was there. Oh, man. They know that's there. Oh, okay, there we go. Pink ward. They knew it was there, but the scanner actually disappeared as she started going in on it. It's a lot of vision these guys have. Dang. I like it. I like it a lot. They know that, you know, Baron is a big thing. Oh, going into the Xerath. Xerath flashes out. He's going to be fine. Now they're going into the Syndra. Syndra goes down to Xerath. Out comes the Xerath. Ulti going in on xPecial. The flash comes out, but he still goes down to, actually, Dyrus. And that's probably going to give these guys another tower. But yeah, they know Baron is a really good objective right now. So they... Oh, there we go. There's the pings on it. They already warded it up. So they know that if they do go for it, they will know exactly where the enemy is if the enemy decides to contest. So they know it's completely safe for them to do this because if the enemy comes, they can just back off. And we do actually see Elise on her way back up, uses that sweeper there. Ooh, Draven ulti, not really going to do too much. I think they're going to be able to get this. Xerath is here just kind of keeping the Elise zoned, and if she decides to go for this... Oh! Oh man, WildTurtle says hi. How you doing? And she goes down. Yeah, I don't think she was really expecting that. She was picked up by that ward, so they knew about it. And that completely denies any ability of the blue team to go ahead and counter that. She thought she was going to be able to steal it, which, you know, would have gone really well. Had she been able to jump in, she has a lot of burst with her Q plus her smite. On the other hand, so does Lee Sin with his Q plus his smite. So, nah. It would have been kind of 50-50. And, you know... Under the circumstances, I can't blame her for wanting to try. But unfortunately for her, they knew about it, and WildTurtle was all ready. He was 100% ready for that, and he definitely punished her for that. Dyrus is up here, just farming away again. These guys finally managed to push this to the tower. Still not going to take the tower, though. They actually backed off, and Lee Sin. What are you doing, man? Oh! Got the Q and the Tormented Soil there from Morgana. Just jumped to another ward. He was planning on warding it anyway, so I guess he got to get style points there. I like the style points. Nope. You're not going to hit me with your Dark Binding. I will not be bound. Ward jump. Alright, so WildTurtle does already have Trinity. Well, he has Trinity Force. I don't know about already. Bloodthirster and his boots. Whereas Draven has Bloodthirster, Zeal, Cloak of Agility. He's working on Phantom Dancer. And he's got the Bloodthirster. Sweeping for wards. Can't say I blame him. Oh, the Dark Binding lands onto Gleeb Glarbu. But unfortunately for the blue team, there's a lot of guys there. So, most of the damage actually got shielded there between both Lee Sin and Karma's shields. Karma, of course, being Gleeb Glarbu. Oh, checking out this bush. Had the sneaky little oracles ready if he needed it, but he didn't. And gonna go ahead and check out that bush as well. There you go. Now they're shoving this up. Xerath's gonna go ahead and get a whopping 2 CS for that, but he's gonna finish off that wave. And this is probably going to be another dead tower. At least sitting hanging around the bush. Hey, let's go, guys. Not going to happen, though. But he does kind of seem to be circling around. WildTurtle is pushing mid in the meantime. And actually, they are converging here onto Irelia. Irelia's in a world of trouble here. Jumps there to Gleeb and flashes over the wall. It's not enough, though. And these guys are not able to do anything in the meantime. Oh, Dark Binding misses. Q comes out. Nope. He decided not to. And they are backing off to go ahead and defend this tower. They kind of had to. If they didn't back off, they would have lost this tower, which is way more important than this one. They're going to lose this one for sure. But they'd rather lose that one than this one. Oh, Xerath ulti coming out. Gonna try and hit the Draven. Doesn't end up happening. It's the Morgana at least. But doesn't really do too much there outside of just forcing them back. And this tower is indeed going down now. There we go. Massive vision control here from the red team. Just completely denying any vision from the blue team. And of course getting vision of their own. Gonna go in for the dragon here. It is picked up by this ward. But there's really nothing the blue team can do. They're stuck inside their base. So that's going to be a free dragon for the red team. And they're just kind of zoning these guys in the meantime. I don't think they're going to get the tower. They're going to be forced to back off soon. Because the entire blue team is actually up. Yeah. So if the blue team engages, they would definitely win a fight here. Because it would be 3 versus 5. But amusingly enough, the red team's just kind of hanging around. And they're saying, bring it on, guys. Oh, the stun lands on Darius. Not really going to matter, though. Darius says, whatever. Nope. No. Oh, there is vision there. Okay. Gleeb is just being mean. That's just cruel. Oh, the stun comes out onto xPecial. xPecial dies. Wow. One stun and Xerath just said, yeah, you're dead. Interestingly, I don't even think he used his ult. No, he didn't use his ult. His ult was on cooldown. He did that much damage without his ult. And, yeah, he just melted him there. Xerath ult coming out now. I'm not sure where exactly it's going. Oh, doesn't matter. Surrender happened. Alright, so I guess that's going to be the end of this video. Dang. So yeah, definitely good between these two. Like I said, I'd eventually like to do a duo player shoutcast with just them, so I can concentrate on them in the bot lane, because I want to see how they work together, you know? I tried looking for one with xPecial, but all I saw for him was solo queue so far. I have not seen any games of him with Cop, and I'm not sure if that's because they're doing it on a alt account, or if he's doing like he's did in TSM and not wanting to duo queue, or if they just not got around to it, or what. I don't know what's going on there. But I'd really like it if they did go ahead and do a queue so I could cast some games with them, because I'd like to see the synergy between them as well. But until that happens, I won't be able to do it. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.